Guys, what's going on? What is going on? What is going on? It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys, right? Here we are on a what's today? Wednesday? I don't even know. What's going on? Keyshawn, yeah, he says now's music nowadays sucks because everyone listens to Billie Eilish and Serena Carpenter. And guys, here's the thing, guys. Taylor Swift actually writes her own music and has been around for a while. Is she overrated? Yes, but I don't think she fits in the same category as Sabrina Carpenter and Billie Eilish, right? Taylor Swift actually sings, whereas Billie Eilish and and it sucks because Keyshawn, you got to grow up in this crap. You know what I'm saying? Like you weren't young or a young adult back when there was really good music. Kelvin, how you doing? I gotta do one thing. Hold on. Where is it? I gotta do one thing here. Hold on, guys. Get rid of this. And then I have to get rid of. Okay. There we go. So yeah, guys. Calvin, how you doing? Yeah, guys. I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan. I think she's overrated. I don't know why people pay so much money to go to her concerts. But guys, she is talented. You know what I'm saying? She is. So she plays instruments. She writes her own songs. So that's a start. Guys, it was so expensive to go to a Taylor Swift concert. There were girls who would fly to England or fly to Germany and do it. Oh, yeah. Jubilee, we will get into this. There are far too many female artists, and you guys can see this in rap and hip hop. They tried the whole female artist thing with Sexy Red and Ice Spice, and now, guys, rap. There's hardly any rap or hip hop songs in the top 100 for the first time in 20, 30 years. Let me see. Yorgi's here. Grease is in the house. What's going on, my friend? It's good to see you.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die.
Let's see. Steve is here. What's up, Steve? It's good to see you as usual. It's good to see you.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Black Super Jeremy, how you doing? Daniel's here. Good to see you guys. Now, guys, I dropped the link in the Discord first, so we'll do Discord members only first. Oh, did I not drop it today? Oh, yeah. So anyone who wants to join, guys, and then I'll open it up for everyone here in about 25, 35 minutes. Inferno, how you doing? Now, guys, I want to do this first, guys. We're going to do a combination of 50 and 304s and 3NN news, right? So, guys, let's do this. Let's do this. One second. Let's do this. This is going to be a prime example of why body cams were the worst thing to happen to Black Lives Matter and all those lesbians, right? Because the body cam always proves that it was these morons, right? It's fault.
That's the sound of the police.
Now, guys, here you go. Let's watch the news story, right? And then we'll watch and see if the body cam matches the story. And guys, here, hold on. Okay, here we go. Watch this, guys.
Hearst traffic stop back in January is calling for accountability from police and city leadership.
As Tanisha Thompson said that she suffered injuries following that encounter, and tonight her attorney addressed council members. Our Candace Sweat joining us now live with more on this. Many folks watch this on social media, Candace.
Absolutely. This
She can get it. You know, the other chick, she was decent too.
video has gone viral today.
Candace Sweat. Is your brother named Keith?
Though we heard from civil rights attorney Lee Merritt, who did, as you mentioned, attend the Hearst City Council meeting. He says mostly to get a feedback and a sense of how residents and city leaders are responding to this incident.
Anyone who wishes to address the council?
During public comment at the Hearst City Council meeting, people addressed leaders concerning a video that has now gone viral.
And I can tell that as a nurse, any physician, and any reasonable person can tell that that was harsh treatment.
And there you go, guys. Put a 1 if you agree. Right here is everything wrong with society. These liberal white women, guys, right? Think of the children. What about the Transformers? What about Palestine? Right? Right here. This is an absolute demon. Okay? The dunderheaded, college-educated Kamala Harris voting moron. Right here, guys. Absolutely insane.
Uncalled for.
I wish it could have been handled different, but sometimes police officers don't have that option.
They don't.
They don't have that option. They have to enforce the law.
Guys, please hit the like button, because I want you to remember how this narrative is, and then we will watch the body cam footage, all right?
Tanisha Thompson
And then we will get into the topic, all right?
was driving with her 15-year-old son in January when she was seen pulled from her vehicle onto the ground by Hearst police officers. Her son is heard begging officers to stop. Before that, Thompson was stopped for a traffic violation.
I heard her son asking her to stop, right, guys?
The encounter escalated when the officer returned with a citation, and Thompson refused to exit her vehicle.
Not the appropriate place to litigate Ms. Thompson's claims. That's not what I'm here for tonight.
Civil rights attorney Lee Merritt, who now represents Thompson,
Good
also
luck.
addressed council members.
Good luck.
See, by paying our taxes and participating in government, we deed over a certain amount of authority to police officers.
And all she had to do was comply. All she had to do is sign the ticket, guys. That's all she had to do.
That's that they use wise discretion.
Merritt maintains the officer's actions were an abuse of discretion.
Please.
He addressed reporters outside of City Hall.
I had to thoroughly investigate this incident, and then I have a responsibility to investigate the city of Hearst itself to see if there's a pattern in practice from
there
other
isn't.
cases or other complaints. This is a part of it. The city council meeting gives me an opportunity to interact with both the city council and the citizens in furtherance of that investigation.
Guys, I want you to type clown in these comments right there, right now. If you think every single him, her, and her son are clowns, guys, I am black. Okay, this is an absolute mess, guys. There are instances of racism and all this other stuff in the United States. They are rare, right? Just like SA, it is rare. But the problem is when you have liars like this, it makes it harder for people who are actually the victims. And yes, guys, white people can be victims of racism, okay?
Thompson spoke as well from a pre-written statement, her son by her side.
I had simply tossed a ticket, one that was thrown at me out of the window.
See? I had simply tossed the ticket back at him. That's all I was doing. What an absolute jackass. Look at this, guys. Guys, what a mess.
Warning. The officer grabbed me, and when I instinctively tried to pull back, the violence escalated.
The Hearst Police Department recently released body camera footage, they said, to clear up misconceptions and exhibit transparency with
Corporal Morgan acted in full accordance with the law and with our department's policies.
The department also released a statement that says, in part, a formal complaint was filed on January 20th, 2026.
Nope, these days are over, guys.
Use of force and an internal investigation was opened. A thorough investigation was conducted. The claims submitted were determined to be unfounded.
Aha! You guys know what that means. Sorry, Miss Loudmouth B-Dub. Game over.
And the internal affairs investigation was closed. Merritt, following the department's statement, stands by his position that the onus was on the officer to de-escalate the encounter. He acknowledged officers can make arrests for littering as the
she threw. Okay, so guys, that's littering, right? And she threw it back at him.
It is seen being tossed out the window. However,
you're supposed to consider the totality of the circumstances.
You're an idiot.
Here, the form of littering that the officer observed is the minimal.
No,
and
it's
so
not.
that's not normally an arrestable offense unless there's some other extenuating circumstances. Her attitude isn't one of them.
You see that, guys? You see that? This absolute joke. Someone says this move may have worked in 2020. But this is 2026. Jesus Christ, guys, look at this. Look at this thing. Hold on. We'll go back to the actual foot. Look at that. Jesus Christ, look at that.
That's a huge bitch.
I don't even have it on full screen. She takes up the whole screen. Guys, that's how we're starting things out today. That's no moon.
A woman involved in a Hearst traffic stop back in January.
You guys ready to watch the actual body cam footage? Guys, put a 1, all right? Put a 1. Here we go, guys. Let's do this. Of course. And then we will get into the topic, guys. But this is the actual body cam footage. So let's do this one more time.
That's the sound of the police.
Okay. Now, guys, let's be as objective as possible. All right? Guys, hit the like button, please.
Hi there. I'm Corporal Morgan with the Hearst Police Department. Reason why you're getting stopped, you were just driving through a school zone going 40. It's a 25 through there. Do you have your driver's license proof of insurance with you today?
Now, all she has to say is, yeah, you know what? He got me. Or, you know what, officer, I don't think that I was, but it's all good. And then see him in court. But, guys, she's a B-dub, okay?
Where y'all heading to this afternoon?
Home.
Coming from?
Why?
Just a
Why?
question.
It's none of your business.
I'm sorry?
It's none of your business.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Okay. Do you have your insurance?
I'm showing you that.
You better chill out.
Any reason for the hurry this afternoon?
I wasn't in a hurry. I didn't even see a school.
There was a flashing signal as you were driving through, directly on the side of the roadway.
Let's get mad.
Check on your license. I'll be right back with you. I'll just stay in the car for me.
Now, guys, any police departments that have Tahoes, full-size pickup trucks, you know what I'm saying? Guys, you don't want to mess with them, right? But, guys, so far, a cop, he's being nice and calm, right? And she's already giving him attitude.
Okay, Tanisha, you'll be receiving a citation today for the speed. I just need to get a signature from you. This is not an admission of guilt.
I'm not.
It's a promise. You're not going to sign it. That's fine. I'll just put refuse. I need to get the VIN number on the car real quick. I'll enter that. I'll print you your copy and send you on your way. Where's your registration sticker on the car?
I just bought this car, so I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
Any more questions?
I'm just asking.
Okay. I told you.
Do you have your bill of sale with the car then?
No, I don't.
Okay, you should probably carry that with you.
Now, guys, he can get her for that, but he's not. And, of course, her son husband's in the passenger seat.
If you're not going to display your registration sticker.
Well, I wasn't told that, so we might need to get updated on the laws.
Let's get ahead, guys.
Wait just a second.
Now, guys, any of us guys, we would take the ticket, guys. Right? Take the ticket in the chat, guys. Because just take the ticket, guys. So she was speeding. Oh, well. You know what I'm saying? Go to court. What are you doing? All right. So you got the ticket?
All right. Here's your copy of the citation. As far as the bills, you don't want to take it? Well, it's going to take it because it's your citation. That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
It's time!
Let's go!
No, don't
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that.
Step out.
Let's go!
Step out.
Let's go!
6,963.
Yes,
Step out.
I'm not
Step out. Step out. Step out.
Don't touch me.
Step it out.
I'm not stepping
Step
out.
out.
You guys see? Mom, chill out. Mom, chill out. Mom, chill out. That means that this 15-year-old, whatever, is used to his mom crashing out in public for no reason. For no reason at all. What a joke. What a joke.
Call
Step
your
out.
motherfucking
I am the
supervisor.
supervisor.
You're not the supervisor.
He said, hey, yo, Karen, I am the manager.
You're
I am the corporal.
A
Step out.
supervisor. I'm not
Step
stepping
out.
out of nothing. Get
Step
your
out.
fucking hand off me.
Step
Get
it
your
out.
hand off me. Get your hand off me. I will step
Step
out
out.
when the supervisor.
I
I'm
am
not
the
stepping out of
supervisor.
nothing.
Ma'am.
Get your hand off me.
Tanisha,
Get your hand
I'm not
off
letting
me.
go.
You littered. You
I
dropped
am
the
not.
ticket, not
I
me.
put the ticket in
No,
the car
you dropped the
because
ticket,
that's your
not
copy.
me.
You guys see? How are you supposed to reason with this? Guys, you would be better off reasoning with the friggin' rabid dog that's foaming at the mouth. You'd be better reasoning with the friggin' I don't know, a chicken. You know what I'm saying? Than this. What an idiot.
You
Or
dropped.
Terminator.
Get your hands off me.
Take the
You're
ticket and go.
touching me.
See? She's used to crashing out, yelling, screaming, and getting her way.
Give me the ticket. You're touching me forcibly. You're holding me
Because
too tight, and you're being out of line.
You are
Y'all
resisting.
see this, right?
Sir, I'm sorry.
Stop.
Can she just get the ticket?
No,
See?
you stop. You're
Stop.
Pass that.
holding my arm like
Because
this.
I gave you the
You're past
ticket.
that.
No, you
Then
did
you
not.
proceeded
You
to throw
dropped
it.
the ticket.
I
not
put it
me.
in your car.
I told you I did
and you
not want
proceeded
it.
to throw
You
it out of
dropped
the car.
You dropped it. You're doing too much. I'm not afraid of you. Get
That's
your hand
fine.
off
But
me.
I've asked you
Well, you will be soon.
For
Let's
no
go.
reason.
because you need to
Get
step
your
out of the
fucking
car.
hands off
Step
me.
out of the car.
No, what am I stepping out of the car
Is there
for?
anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said
To
take the ticket. and we
comply.
got-
You
he
threw
said
the
take
car out of the
No,
car.
I did not. You did that.
He said
You
take
threw
the
the
ticket
ticket
and
at
I
me.
gave it to you so
You
you
threw
could
the
leave,
ticket at
and then
me.
you grabbed it
Okay,
and threw it out.
give me the
It's on
ticket.
your phone
Give
video.
me the ticket.
It's no,
Give me the
we're
ticket.
past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step out of the
Let's
car.
go.
Okay.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
You're under arrest.
No, when the
Yes, ma'am.
when
Colin, did you see how the news story painted this? As
Yeah.
she's an innocent victim, the most unprotected, disrespected group of women are the black women. Oh, right? Please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
your colonel gets
No,
here,
we are
then I
beyond
will
that.
Step out.
Step
I'm
out.
not getting out of the car.
Step out.
I'm with my child, and I'm not
I
doing
understand
that.
you're with
Call
your
father
child.
right now.
Step out of the car.
I'm not.
Step
I'm
out
not.
of the
I'll
car.
step out when another officer gets here. I'm not
Step
stepping
out.
I don't trust you. You're holding me too strong. and I don't
Because
trust you.
I don't trust
you don't
you to
have
not
to hold
leave.
me like I'm not going anywhere. Where am I
I
going to
will
go?
stop holding
I'm
you
not
if
gonna
you
go
step out of
anywhere.
the car.
I'm not stepping out of the car.
You need to
Call
step
your
out of the
colonel and
car.
I will get out of the car.
This is
You're
resisting
holding me.
arrest.
I'm not resisting arrest.
Because you're not
what am I
answering
under
my
arrest
order.
for? What am I
Literally.
under arrest for? I didn't litter.
You
did
threw the
that.
ticket
No,
out the
I did not.
window.
You did that. You did that. It's all on camera.
Yeah,
So
guys.
when your colonel
You see how easy that they lie? You guys see how easy that they lie about stuff?
gets here, then I will step out. I have my child with me.
I am the
I'm not
corporal.
getting out of the. You have a supervisor. Okay.
I am the
So when your
supervisor on duty.
supervisor gets here,
He
then
is
I
not.
will
I
step
am
out
the
of the
highest
car.
ranking
Call
supervisor.
someone else
I don't
to
have
come
anyone
here.
else.
There is someone else.
Not right now.
Come on, dude.
Get
Here we go.
There is someone else.
Not right
Let's go,
now.
champ.
There is someone
You
else.
need to
Let me
step
call
out of the car.
911.
Stop.
Get your
Stop.
Stop.
Ah, let's do it twice.
It's time!
Now, guys, you know that if this was a guy, call him. They'd have stomped him down in the next Tuesday, right? You know what I'm saying? Guys, if this isn't proof that women live life on easy mode.
Stop, Mom. Chill out, Mom. Out. Wait. Stop, sir. Please stop.
Please, sir. Please, Mom. Please.
Stop. Wait, stop. Get Stop.
Let's go.
Wait, please stop.
Get on the ground and stop it. Guys, is this not one of the most satisfying arrests that we've seen? Colin, there was one about it was the English chick, right? The English chick, that was the other one where guys, the best things in life truly are free.
Roll over.
Get on the ground and shut up. Not so tough now, are you?
Roll over. Roll over. Lower to the left.
Not so tough now, are you? All that shit she was talking, all that puffing her chest out. Gonna try, yes, Trev, yes, this is the one where she was trying to send it in to prove her innocence. That's how twisted these knuckleheads' viewpoints is, and these race hustler lawyers, right? Actually think that that somehow this officer was in the wrong. What a joke. Where's that mouth now? Where's all that yapping now, right, guys? Gee, isn't it eerily quiet, Colin?
Yeah.
Underhead.
All you had to do is take the ticket and leave.
Idiot.
She's in custody.
What a dunderhead.
Get my phone.
Get her set up and have her sit up against the bar.
Not so bad now, are you?
Step up. My feet, knees. There we go. Let's go into this car back here. Face the number 11. Right there. Spread your feet for me. No guns, drugs, knives on you, right? No guns, drugs, or knives on you. Yes or no?
He
doesn't know, that's why he's asking. I don't know, that's why I asked you.
Because you have a gun tattooed on your back, you moron. Now look at you see this, Colin?
Yeah.
Look, she has a pistol tattooed on her
Yes
back.
or no question. Keys in the back of my hand.
Dumbass. Get in the car and shut up. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Guys, I want you to tell me who was in the wrong. Glocktavia or the cop? Because guys, this cop did nothing wrong. Someone said her son must be embarrassed. She is pathetic. Someone says, what an unpleasant and hateful person. Someone says, must find a way to screw this up and go to jail. Someone says, I'm sure this attitude works for her with a lot of people. But finally, someone didn't take this ish from her. Someone says, cop was super patient. She earned that arrest. Someone says, body cams are the greatest gift of law enforcement. Someone says, she was combative almost immediately. Someone says, call your colonel. Ma'am, this isn't KFC. Look at that. Someone says that tattoo of a pistol on her back wasn't ratchet at all. But yeah, guys, cooked.
Yeah, somebody again tell me that B-dubs don't have the absolute highest level of privilege and entitlement in our country. It just pisses me off so bad. Like,
Hey, Lenny, thanks for handing Out of membership, my friend. Guys, let's try to hit 100 likes as quickly as possible. I did drop the link, guys, for anyone who wants to come on up, guys. So please hit the button. But guys, music today is absolute trash. Okay? Guys, put in this chat what you think the last good year of music was. I want to say maybe like 2011 to 2012. Maybe. But guys, this is the Billboard Top 100 singles of 1999. All right? Okay, this is 99. This is the year that I graduated from high school. So let's look at, guys, we'll look at 1999, and then we'll look at 2006, 2016, and then 2026. All right? So we had Cher's Believe song, good song. No Scrubs, good song. Monica, Angel of Mine. And now, guys, look at how many hip-hop and R&B songs are on this list. And guys, I'm telling you this because this is going to be indicative of why music is trash. All right? There's a bit, rap and hip-hop went through the whole, okay. They tried to do this thing where they had a whole bunch of female rap artists that were artificially created and pushed, and they were trash, and it ruined the whole genre. Sounds familiar, right? Right, guys? Sounds like movies. Sounds like TV shows. Sounds like Star Trek. Sounds like Star Wars, right? They pushed a whole bunch of woke, crazy, out-of-pocket foolishness, and it ruins it. Guys, there are no rap and R&B songs in the top 100 for the first time in like 35 years because they bowed to the wokey wokes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, guys, okay, Sugar Ray, Deborah Cox, Ricky Martin, 702, Goo Goo Dolls, Backstreet Boys. I mean, these are all bangers, right? All these songs. That one Santana Rob Thomas song, that Sarah McLachlan song that's in the commercials with all the starving dogs. John, you don't like grunge? You like Alice in Chains and Nirvana and Dishwalla and Sponge? Come on, man. I'm from Seattle, so Pearl Jam, Backstreet Boys, Shania Twain, Will Smith was actually making these decent songs. The Chili Peppers, Mariah Carey, Lauryn Hill's album came out. You know what I'm saying? Casey and JoJo. Look at that. These are all complete bangers. Tim McGraw have that one. Please Remember Me song. Faith Evans. Look at this. Just banger after banger after banger, man. You know what I'm saying? All these songs, they still play to this day. That Steal My Sunshine song, that's a banger. You know what I mean? Kenny Chesney, Lone Star, Britney Spears. You know? Absolute bangers, man. He Who Shall Not Be Named. Yeah, we can't do that. You know? But guys, these are all songs that you can play at the cookout. You know what I'm saying? That you play at a barbecue, at the roller rink. You know what I'm saying? Now, guys, I will say that the 80s and the early 90s are still, to me, like nothing beats, I want to say about 75 to about 95. That was when they had the most talent. But guys, so let's go to the Billboard Top 100. Hold on. Billboard Top 100 for 2006, all right? Look at this. Okay. Sean Paul, Nelly Furtado, James Blunt. Yeah, beautiful. You know, that song. Shakira, Unwritten, bangers. Gnarls Barkley, all these songs, Justin Timberlake, bangers. Banger after banger after banger, guys. Look at this. Mary J. Blige. Look, guys, once again, you see all these hip-hop and R&B songs, all right? And guys, I'm using this as an example because this hip hop did and rap. I'm not the biggest fan, but did a speed run of woke and then manufactured trash, right? Guys, hip hop and R&B is where rock was, where metal was in the 80s. You guys know how in the 80s, Colin, how every band was supposed to be the next Poison or the next Motley Crue. They were manufacturing these these hair metal bands, and like only like 3 out of 10 of them were actually good, right? The Pussycat Dolls, Chris Brown, Neo, Rihanna. Her first hit dropped, Panic at the Disco, All American Rejects, Snow Patrol. Man, I haven't heard them in a while. Fall Out Boy. Look at that, guys. Nickelback. Ugh. Kelly Clarkson, right? Look at all these, the Black Eyed Peas. You know what I'm saying? Just songs that you can just turn on the radio and listen to, right? You know what I'm saying? They don't make this type of music. Some of these artists aren't the best, but all of these songs I can listen to. If you did this whole playlist, like just going through all these 100 songs, I wouldn't change the station. You know what I mean? Chris Brown, John Mayer, Young Jeezy, right? Madonna have that song, right? So all these are all the Gorillas. You know what I'm saying? All these are all good. I would say all of these are all good songs. Every single one of these, well, this Laffy Taffy song was trash, right? But I would say 90% of these are all good songs. You know what I'm saying? Now, guys, let's go to 2016 because this is where the wheels started to fall off. Memphis Tiger, God of the Sea, Lenny, Tim Hicks, Pyro. What happened in 2016 that started the downfall of Hollywood and music and movies? Colin?
Orange Man.
Thank you very much. The Orange Man got elected. And then all these dunder-headed celebrities, these knuckle-dragging, cud-chewing morons, they decided that they knew something about politics. Is there anything more pathetic than some idiot who barely even writes their own songs, who reads lines that someone else wrote, who thinks that we should listen to them for anything? What a joke. What a joke. Hey guys, anyone who wants to call in, hit the StreamYard link, guys, right? And guys, I have a whole article here and some videos. Now, guys, the article that I'm going to read next is going to really, really sum up everything wrong with music. But guys, also, too, social media is ruining it. And guys, I want you to actually think of this, all right? Colin, you don't use TikTok, right? At all?
No.
Instagram?
No.
But do you watch YouTube Shorts?
Sometimes.
Okay. You know that there's a certain, you can change media to be short form. Do you understand?
Right, yeah.
So you have to be able to change things to make it simple to get people's attention quickly.
Right.
Now they make music so that it'll go viral on TikTok so their artists will blow up. Guys, they've actually run like music theory. And guys, there's actually music scientists that analyze music and how it interacts with your brain. Guys, hit the like button, please. And they're actually saying that, bro, like, part of the reason why music is trash is because they're making it for social media. You used to have bands that would sit there for days and days and days just to write one song, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. That one, a Tears for Fears song, wants to rule the world. It took them. It was one of the shortest songs that they ever wrote. It took them 3.5 months. You know what I'm saying? Guys, you used to have musicians that would sit there and they would sit there and hash this stuff out and they would come up with these complicated, even old rap guys and like guys who would create beats when they would sample. Guys, if you watch, there's certain Instagram things that show how Kanye West made some of the beats for his songs. Insane. Guys, the guy, he's a genius. Sampling and producing for like rap and hip hop, when done right, is a very, very exceptional talent. And if you can go and see how Timbaland and all these guys made these beats, you know. But guys, so look at this. We had Justin Bieber's second album, which is a good album, right? We had Drake, Rihanna, 21 Pilots. Now, guys, this is where things started going down the toilet. I'll tell you why. Because in 2012, that's when Drake blew up, right? And Drake, and then this kind of trap music and hip hop, rap, and R&B has been stuck, just like how rock was stuck with hair metal from like 1982 or 81 all the way to 1990. It was stuck. Music, pop, rap, R&B, metal is supposed to have a new generation every 3 to 5 years. I always say this, guys. Put a 1 if you watch the UFC. Colin, do you watch the UFC?
No.
Guys, the UFC, every 3 to 5 years, there's like a new generation of dudes in there. It isn't like boxing or the NBA or whatever. You know, the UFC and music are the same. Every 3 to 5 years, there's a new crop of guys who come up, and only the best of that previous generation make it out. So like John Jones fought like what? Three generations of guys. You know what I'm saying? But he's the best. Look at bands. You could Bon Jovi. David, your camera's on. I don't know if you want to keep it on or turn it off. If you want to turn your camera off, hit the camera button and I'll let you up. Do you want to keep? If you want to keep your camera, okay. David,
is that
hey,
good?
What's up, dude? Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, Usually I'm God of the Sea. That's my.
Hey,
YouTube
what's up, man? Good to
how
see you.
How you doing?
Hey, it took this topic. David's mad enough to call.
Hey, it's the one thing I know is music, man. I'm telling you, it's my genre.
So, I grew up playing instruments. You know, trumpet, trombone, baritone, jazz, trombone. Taught myself acoustic during the cough. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
There's a lot of Brazilian instruments, percussion that I play. You know, so
I play bass and acoustic.
Yeah, I play bass too. So, but the issue is, and this is what, David, how old are you?
I'm 54.
Okay, so I'm 45. Colin's 45. So we get written off as being old curmudgeons, old heads. But bro, like now, what I'm going to show you guys actually does prove that we are right. Music is trash. I guess I'm being dead ass serious. Music is garbage. For those of you guys who don't remember, I always use hair metal as the best example. Hair metal and glam rock started out from like 80, 81 when disco died, 81 to about 89. It was good, but then they started Nelson and all these bands. Not that there's anything wrong with Nelson, them. But they really started going through every club and everything to say, oh, you have big hair. You have tight pants. Everyone wanted the next Nelson. You know what I'm saying? Everyone wanted the next Poison, and it got watered down, and they would take anyone and anything and just throw stuff out there, and that killed the genre, and then grunge came. But what I'm saying is rap and R&B dominated the charts from like 1992 to about 2025. You look at the Grammys, you look at the MTV VMAs, you look at the MTV Awards, right? It was always rap artists and R&B artists or whatever who were winning everything. Now 2026, 2025 was the first time that there was no rap or R&B song on the top 100. And another thing, David, Colin, you guys remember? You had to watch the Grammys. You had to watch the Oscars. I need everyone to stop right now. When was the last time that you watched an award show? Bro, when was it?
1989, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I would say 2007, 2008. That was the last time. But when I was growing up, you had to watch the Video Music Awards. You had to watch the Oscars. But another thing that killed this too is, think of this. And David, you remember back in the day, the Oscars and the Grammys, that was the only time that you could see the celebrities outside of a movie or like a sanctioned interview or a concert. Now they have social media.
Yeah, they didn't have to hear their stupid political opinions. That was the problem.
Thank you. And that's why, guys, big up to Michael B. Jordan and Denzel Washington. Denzel said, look, if you're going to be big, stay off of social media. If people see what you eat for breakfast, they're not going to want to go and see your movie. So Michael B. Jordan, he doesn't do interviews. He doesn't do social media. He does to promote the movies. But he's a very private person, just like Denzel Washington is. Jack Nicholson. They asked Jack Nicholson once because he's old. Jack, well, why don't you do interviews? He's like, why should I? Michael Jordan. He's like, why?
They're going to ask him a bunch of stupid questions about politics, and then he doesn't want to answer those.
Yeah, but so yeah, 21 Pilots. Once you started seeing these, rappers in here, that's when music went to absolute trash. But yeah, Justin Timberlake, Sia, Rihanna, whatever. So this, Shawn Mendes, okay, we're doing all right. But I would say these aren't bangers like you saw the last two lists that I showed you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
I mean, yeah, The Weeknd, fine, you know, but these, I couldn't put this on and listen to the whole thing back to back like I did the last two playlists. There's 100 songs on here. I mean, some of them, I guess, okay, I would say that some of them are really good, but I think that the ones that I don't like are so bad that it makes the good ones really, really, really good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And another thing that shows how bad that the music industry is, you guys remember the year that The Weeknd did the Super Bowl? Because I like The Weeknd.
Oh, you mean that guy who didn't speak a word of English?
No, that's Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I thought it was a girl when I first heard his name. Like,
Bad Bunny is trash.
Like, who the hell is that?
Yeah, he's trash, right? And,
no kidding.
So guys, this is a Billboard Top 100 for 2020. And guys, this is not the 90s and the 80s aren't counting all the dance hall stuff, right? All the techno, you know, La Bouche, the Click, all the European stuff that was coming out, all the there was like a kind of weird Santana-esque Spanish guitar type thing going on. You know what I'm saying? But look at this. Oh, hold on. I have it here. Look at this. Let's see if we recognize any of these stupid songs, right? And this is 2026. Get out of the way. Swim by BTS. Those Korean dudes who look like chicks.
Oh, you talking about that K-pop shit?
But here's the thing about this. At least those K-pop dudes sing in English, right? So like you could go to a concert and understand what they're saying, right? They're at least relatively. And look, if I had to choose between Bad Bunny and BTS, I'm sorry, guys, I gotta go K-pop.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to K-pop. I mean, at least it's tolerable.
Yeah. Bruno
I don't want to hear no bisexual vampire.
I know, dude. Yeah. He does kiss dudes on stage. Bad Bunny does.
Gay.
promoted him. I was like expecting a female to come out. I'm like, who's this guy? I'm like, where's this chick, Bunny, whatever her name is?
But guys, here's the thing. You guys notice all the wokey wokes? This is the best halftime show ever. The pageantry, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
You cannot tell me that he was better than Michael Jackson, Prince, Justin Timberlake,
Nope.
Bruno Mars. Even his was good.
No.
His was good.
That's a disrespect comparison. Like, Bad Bunny is not up in their leagues.
Horrible. Taylor Swift, Back to Friends.
I remember Aerosmith did one halftime show also. They were great.
Who's this?
Aerosmith.
Yeah. Don Tolliver. I mean, really? Tame Impala is actually pretty good, guys. They're out of Australia. They're the only. This is the only band that I recognize that I listen to. Uzi Vert. What is this crap, guys? Is this music where if I invite you guys over tomorrow and we're going to have a cookout and drink beer, you know what I'm saying, hang out, are we going to be listening to any of this crap? Yes or no?
What is that? Peach?
Thank you.
Porch
I don't
Club?
know. I don't
The
know.
hell who names these bands?
Guys, think about this. We went from like Hotel California, Don't Stop Believing. You know what I'm saying?
That was Journey, yeah.
I know, by Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was
right
amazing.
here. What a joke. Because this is throwaway music. We went from like baked, desserts, like, a lemon pound cake or chocolate fudge cake to this is like manufactured, nasty, just icky candy. You know what I'm saying? Gross. Guys, look at this. Now, David, I want you to let me know if you agree, okay? This guy right here, let me make this bigger. He says, and I have a video here in a little bit too. 10 reasons why music sucks so hard right now. Benjamin Goff, he's been in the music industry for 30 years, and he was a publisher at BMG and EMI and Cobalt Music, right? So he worked with the Lumineers, Ryan Tedder, One Republic, Grimes, Kelly Clarkson, Tiesto, and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so let's see, guys. I want you to type agree or disagree if you agree with this point. And guys, number one, technology is in the hands of everyone. And yes, for music, that's a bad thing. Now, guys, he said, here's the thing. Today, a $500,000 studio can exist on your laptop for $500. Now, guys, does everyone know who Timbaland is? The producer. What? Timbaland.
No idea.
So, he produces a lot of rap songs and R&B songs, but he also did One Republic and stuff. So he's one of the best producers of the last 20 years. He was talking to these two young kids, and he was saying that he used to charge $250,000 for a beat. So if David and I had a label and we were gonna sign Pyro and we wanted him to have an album, David, do you have the TV on in the background?
Actually, it's on mute.
Okay. Does the TV have the YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, turn it off.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was
YouTube
affecting anything.
somehow always picks itself up. I don't know
how.
Turned
it off.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Better. Awesome. So he would actually turn your volume down a little bit because I can hear myself, or get some headphones.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so he would say, look, $250,000 for a beat, because it would be an automatic banger as long as the words didn't suck, right? It would be a banger because he knew what he was doing. And these two young guys were like, seriously? He's like, you guys, You guys give your beats away for free. He goes, and you're not very good at it. He goes, anyone can make a beat, but not anyone can make a hit. That's why when there's people like who was the guy that did a River Deep Mountain High? Something Spectre, right, David?
I don't know that one. That's
a River Deep Mountain High by Tina Turner.
Tina Turner. Yeah, I know Tina Turner. I didn't know that song.
Spectre. That's his name. River Deep. Phil Spector. Guys, back in the day, Phil Spector, if he made you a song, it's a banger. That's it. He produced.
He was a writer. Yeah, I know.
Everybody. Phil Spector, he would make complete bangers. Just like Prince. Oftentimes, Prince, he would just write songs. You guys know that one Stand Back song by Stevie Nicks? Prince wrote that song.
Also, he wrote the Bangles. Yeah. He wrote the Bangles' Eternal Flame.
D. Johnson, I don't know what that says, but if your camera's on, keep it on, and if not, turn it off, and I'll bring you up. So
I'll bring him up so I can see his face.
D, what's up, dude?
Oh, man. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
What's up, man? But your camera is on. Your camera is.
Hey, what's up, man? You know, shit, I'm wearing my St. Ides, here in Cali. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, we're talking about music sucks now.
I know. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm 57 years old, right? And I'm gonna jump the gun. I'm gonna jump to conclusion. Tell you to a point that I'm into a point that I don't even want to wear a baseball cap or anything. You know what I wear, homie? When I'm at the, when we were on our classic cars, rods and shit, the 70s. I got all my 70s outfit, even from my dad. And let me tell you, the reason why I'm saying this, embarrassment. I'm so embarrassed to be around to see what's going on to a point that, when let me tell you how people treat me when I put on the 70s and I'm riding my 59 Chevy, right? Listen, the whole world loves me. I'm like, damn, everybody, the person that you be like, damn, man, like this guy just don't like me. Man, they come and talk to me, all that shit. See, you got to be smart. We would never change. Nothing would ever go back to the good music. You know what I'm saying? And guess what I blame it on? Now, guess what I blame it on, though? I don't blame these kids. Because if you're a kid, if I give you a candy, right, you're going to cry if I take it off, if I take it away from you, all that shit, right? So the same thing, those BET, whatever, the grown CEOs, gray hair, those are the main culprit. They don't care. If they could listen, they could at least start off censoring the music. Remember the 90s?
Hold on, D. So we have a dialogue, not a monologue. So I have to cut in. All right. Here's the thing, guys. And I used hair metal as an example. In the 80s, they were manufacturing everything, and it was every single band that had big hair, and they were doing that. But then what happened? The people revolted, and then grunge came in and completely destroyed the machine, right? Over time, they signed all the grunge artists, but rap, hip-hop, R&B is where that is. There's going to be a whole surge of independent artists that's going to completely destroy what they've built because they've been trying to find the next Drake or 2 Chainz for the last 14 years.
Right.
Little Uzi, the Baby Vert, all these idiots. They keep signing all these artists. It's all trash. And once again, Pyro and D can chime in, right? Anyone else who wants to call in, guys. You saw the last 5-6 years. Who are they pushing? Ice Spice and Sexy Red. And they somehow got that rap and hip hop, one of the most
And Glorilla.
Hyper masculine, male focused genres was going to be run by women. It was all artificial, it was all fake, and it crumbled. Can you imagine them doing this to metal or doing this to punk rock? It would never work. But for some reason, they honestly thought we're going to have D. Johnson and Pyro go out and find some weaved up, tatted up broad, talk about blowing dudes, and then have her be the #1 act in hip hop. And none of their tours worked. None of their tickets sold. None of their albums sold. What a joke. You know what I'm saying? Pyro, you're in Jamaica.
Now,
Yes.
now check
Yes.
Now,
It is true.
Yeah, but check this out, player. Check this out, man. This is the thing. If whoever running that social media, whoever running this not censored, if they care, they can just stop. It's just one button. You trying to show guns, you're trying to show this, you're trying to show ass, boom, delete it. If they stop all this shit, that's how it starts. You can't just get rid of the whole thing because, so if they care, they can just stop it. You know what I'm saying? But if I say the F word, listen, if I say the F word, or hey, what they call this? Guidelines and shit, monitor, whatever. But when you show the guns and they shooting, they doing this, they promoting, it's like it's okay. But when I talk shit about that, I'm not lying to you. They give me warnings and shit. Instagram. All I'm saying is like, y'all doing this thing and the fuck's going on? Oh
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Have you noticed in Hollywood and all this other stuff? Now there's a change because what happened with the cough, and guys, don't say the name of the disease. Okay, don't say the name, please.
Right,
There's one
right.
thing.
I know.
So
exactly. I know exactly where you're going.
everyone thought that streaming and Spotify was going to be the future. So all these agencies got a whole influx of cash. So that's why they started putting money into stuff where it's LDHD TV and women, all this other stuff. But guess what, guys? The money started running out. Disney's cooked. Video games are cooked. Music, because guess what? People stopped showing. David, I'm going to mute you, man, because you have a small echo. So just unmute when you talk. Stay here.
Oh, okay. I can mute it. Hold on.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So, guys, now Star Wars cooked, Star Trek cooked, video games, BioWare cooked, because no one's showing up. If you make games, if you make male-focused stuff for women, LDHD TV, and communists, they're not going to show up. They're not going to show up.
That's why these gaming studios are keep shutting down. Look at Concord and other games.
Yeah. You guys remember Bud Light pissed us off, right? Bud Light was the #1 beer. They had the belt. They had the championship belt. They were the undefeated champ. Bud Light. Then they pissed us off, and they've never recovered since. You make men angry. We don't start movements. We just walk. We vote with our wallets and our feet, and that's what rap music, hip hop, video games. That's what they're finding out now. You know what I'm saying? D, you were saying? Sorry, I didn't have to.
Yeah, I'm here. No, what I'm saying is, see, all the good music that we had, we're supposed to be passing it. Hold on, man.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be passing it from generation to generation. And guess who got that? My Latino sisters and brothers. Oh, listen, they pass it to their. If you come to Cali, you would never find not as much Latinos young. They all listening to the 90s, man. Everything, oldies, and they pass it. See, that's smart. You know what I'm saying? Because it's image. Our image so messed up, homie. I'm not lying to you, man. It's so sad. Listen, do you know where I go out? I'm like, you know what? Okay, me and a couple of homies, shit. We went out to a disco night, dressed up. Guess what? We've been regular ever since. And guess who the crowd is over there?
Yeah.
Not us. Maybe 2, 3, 4, but not us. And you feel like you're in the 70s on these disco clubs that I go out. And it's so sad. Like it's supposed to be the other way.
Yeah.
But so what I'm saying, listen. Like I said, don't blame a kid You feeding them. That's all they know. Sexy red. She thinks if you tell her something, she's gonna look at you like, "Are you serious? Like, what do you mean this is wrong?"
Well,
Because
I don't blame the
that's what she
kids.
knows.
I blame the
That's all she
parents.
knows.
Number
No,
one, right?
listen,
Hold
listen.
on.
Nowadays, I'm gonna tell you this: why I don't blame the parents nowadays. Nowadays, not before. Right now, you know who's the parents for these kids? It's their phone and social media.
Yes, but whose fault is that, though?
You can have 10 fathers. I'm gonna tell you this: you can have 10 fathers in one whole household. That kid, as soon as he leaves the house, or he don't even want to listen because he's on the phone.
I disagree, because here's the thing.
Okay.
Hold on. I have friends of mine that are immigrants, Ethiopians, Nigerians, Koreans, Chinese. They don't play that mess. Their kids aren't out there. Their kids are getting straight A's. They're going to Harvard. They're starting businesses, right? This is a cultural thing for American blacks, American Hispanics that are like second, third generation. But first generation immigrants don't deal with this mess. You know what I'm saying? It's because they tell their kids, look, you are going to be successful. My one friend, he's Ethiopian and he's a tech guy. He makes a lot of money. And I was talking to him because I don't know if you guys know this, but Ethiopia they're very conservative. They don't play the whole LDHD TV feminism thing, right? So he raises his sons and daughter to be like, look, this is the world. Like, nod when your teacher tells you this, but this stuff is fake. This is how the real stuff is. Their culture matters more than this Western modern foolishness. So his son was kind of getting in trouble because he wasn't going along with the leftist, because they're indeed, you see, the leftist woke LDHDT. He wouldn't participate. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't, all the pride stuff. He's like, no. So he was saying, look, like his wife was trying to cave, but he's not. He's saying, look, their culture is that this LDHDT TV trans stuff doesn't fly. So if you have a strong culture that does not allow this stuff to take root, social media doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. But a lot of times, by the time that we're second, third, fourth generation, now I am black, so I'm from here. But even immigrants, once their kids are more Americanized or their grandkids, then they start to have the problems that you and I are talking about. So, but Snowboard, how you doing, man?
It's just in a way, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, even I've seen some Ethiopians and Africans too, trying to be like the same thing. The females with the eyelashes and all that, and with the way
they're probably like second, third generation. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go to Ethiopia and you're LDHD TV, it ain't good for you there. Trust me, I have a lot of Ethiopian friends, and they're not as bad as the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? But they don't play that mess over there, and their community, like if you're that, man, you can't go home. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Snowboard, how do you feel about today's music being absolute trash?
Same with most other media and shows. It's just trash now.
Yeah.
I haven't found the best music I heard recently was something a subscriber sent to me playing like keyboards, and I was like, "Well, this is actually good." But as far as mainstream music and everything like that, I don't really even listen to music much really anymore, to be honest with you. Especially new music, because it's just like
D. Johnson made a good point because he talked about social media, and guys, this guy's going to make a good point in this article, guys. Towards the bottom, he's going to say that they make music for social media. Making music for the radio is different than making music for TikTok. If you look at the average play time of a song is less than 2 minutes. Guys, you had songs by The Doors, by Guns N' Roses, even like some hip hop songs that were 8 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen to now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. That song's like 6 minutes
Grandmaster
long.
Flash had like 8-minute songs.
You know what I'm saying? But now everything's like 2 minutes long. It's made for short form, doom scrolling through TikTok. And there's a video that I'll show you guys too. But this guy says that everyone has technology, right? So labels back in the day were actually great at being the initial filters for music and quality because they're the only ones that had the studio.
Yep. And they were wearing small hats a lot of the time.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Here's the reason why. I told my one friend, D. Johnson Pyro. You guys, there was my one coworker who's a small hat. And I was trying to explain to her why there's so much anti-small hat in the Black community. And I told her that when my mom was young, when Pyro and I's parents were young, and even D, you're Hispanic?
No, Native Indian and Black.
Okay, yeah. So you're Black. I'm part Native too, but my point is, when our parents were young, the only labels that would take a chance on Black artists were small hat owned, right? Now, all labels screw their artists over. But when we heard our mothers and fathers seeing their favorite artists getting screwed over by the small hats, that seeped into our culture of saying not. And then in the 90s, Pyro, who owned the labels who were signing Biggie Smalls and signing Tupac and signing Wu-Tang? They were all small hat owned, right? And
definitely.
All labels screw their artists over. It just so happened that the ones that were screwing the Black artists over were owned by a certain group of people. You know what I'm saying? So, but
yeah, it makes sense.
But yeah, so then he says, for $500, you can now get a home studio that's 1,000 times more cost effective than a recording studio 30 years ago. Right now, so I agree. Zero label development for new artists. In the golden era, 30 to 60 years ago, labels would actually develop their artists. Labels were in it for the long haul. That's true, guys. That's why you see Ray Charles have like 8, 9, 10, 12 albums out on one label. Johnny Cash, he put out 80 albums in his life. He'd have 15 albums under one label. Stevie Wonder, right? Now they'll have an artist. Lewis, in 2020, labels don't do this. They essentially follow data research reports. So if your song starts gaining some traction on Spotify or showing up in a viral chart or social media, they're going to offer you a deal and try and throw some gasoline on the spark. A lot of this is generated, right? It's fake. Right. No, now this is a good one.
That's interesting. This is an interesting point. This 10,000 hours. I like it. Yeah.
Now, guys, 10,000 hours for the most part. Artists today have no chops or incentives to have them. There you go, guys.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at he uses Prince. Someone like Prince had to seriously shred, practice, and refine their craft and put an obsessive 10,000 hours before setting foot in a studio. Guys, look at Eric Clapton. Look at Slash. Look at Prince. Look at for singing and dancing. Michael Jackson. He's been doing music since he was 4 years old.
Right.
Now you have these knuckleheads high on lean getting signed to a record deal.
Yeah.
Well, you know why though? Because the record deal they're getting see, the record deal, people don't care. It's all about if they got that money, because the streaming is as easy money. That's why they paying them all these. It's like, damn, they millionaires, So just like you're seeing that NBA whatever guy.
Young boy. Yeah, he's 24. Right. He has 13 baby mamas.
when they clowned him.
Well.
You remember when they clowned him about that he in the studio? I thought it was a sheep screaming for help. I swear, I'm like, hold on. Is he talking to sheep talk? Is he, what is it? But anyways, listen, I gotta go and handle some shit right now. Hey, I got one thing to say though. I look up. Thank God I'm 57. I've seen growing up as a kid in the 70s. Well, I was born 69, 68. You know what I'm saying? And thank God I've seen the 70s, 80s, even the music. Listen, the funny part is we used to like when people look at me like listen to like Rod Stewart or you know what I'm saying? All those old school 80s. They look
Rod
at me
Stewart,
like, you know,
Christopher
it's so
Cross,
sad that it's divided now. We never had this shit in the 80s, man, when we used to go out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But anyways, thank God that I'm 57. I didn't got to be with this bullshit right now, you know?
Hey,
so
D, really fast. Look, in the 80s, if they were making this pose on the album cover, you knew it was going to be a banger. You knew it, right? You knew if they were doing this pose, if they were doing the lay down and had the Jerry curl, you knew it was going to be a banger. Automatic banger status.
Hey, listen, let me tell you the hardest thing for you say you were a 45?
Yeah, 45. Almost 46,
well, you pretty much okay on our shit, you know. You remember in the 90s and 80s, well, 80s you were a baby, I understand that, but even the 90s and 80s for me, dating, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm only 5'11", and we got no money. You know what I'm saying? I'm swerving in a bucket with the finest chick.
Yep, me too. Yep.
Because you know why? Because there's no phone for these women. That's another subject because they can't even focus on one person. That's another thing. Kids, I see dudes flying in women just to meet them. I say, man,
crazy. Hey, D,
we never.
Here's the thing: when we were young, you had the hot girls, but then you had the mid chicks and the big girls. And the mid chicks and the big girls, they knew that they had to be really cool or give it up quick to compete with the hot girls. Now you got the mid chicks and the uggos and the big chicks thinking that they're the 9s and the 10s. I was like, you got that twisted. Wait a second.
Hey, speaking of that, listen, speaking of that, me and my homies, we always talk about our exes in back in the 90s, right? Man, you know, if she see me now, I'm just saying if it was now, she wouldn't even give me a chance. You know why? Because she got all these options on this phone.
Oh, see, back you mean then, now she does? How old is she now?
If it was now trying to highlight
she'd
be like, listen, I'm not trying to brag about it. I'm telling you, J-Lo body would have Selma Hayek. She was West Indian and Native Indian. Listen, because they have no choice. I met her like in a bus stop, man. She was just sitting and shit. No, nothing, just a pager. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all she knows is
me. Those are the golden years, man.
Yeah. So listen, relationship, I've given up, and I don't care. I mean, I've seen it all. You know, I just because it's just messed up, man.
Hey, last thing before you go, guys. Do you have a 59 Chevy?
Yeah.
Guys, what do I always say? Guys, if you feel lonely, get yourself go to the junkyard. There's an old Chevy with your name on it. You can take care of. D is living proof. I told you guys. Get that Chevelle. Get that Malibu. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
You guys think I'm capping? You guys think I'm capping, man? I'm telling you.
It will change your life. Like you don't even really care or stress out about a female or anything. And guess what? And that's the only way I get them. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I don't have my ride, I don't even look at a chick. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I hop into my shit, oh man, they come on right there by the window. They want to sit and talk. They don't even want to go nowhere. But anyways, applying this, man. I'm out.
Call in anytime, my friend.
When is the next?
I go live Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Monday through Friday, same time, and then Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
in the West Coast, okay, so 3 p.m.
No.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I'm on the East Coast.
6 p.m. on your time.
5.
Okay.
I start at 5 p.m. and then usually go about 3 hours. So
all right, much love, y'all, everybody.
Cool. All right, my friend.
For sure.
Take it easy.
Go.
But back to the technology part, guys. There is this guy made a video where he was saying that music sounds too perfect now because the digital technology, it fixes the imperfections that make the music sound good.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like music's not supposed to sound artificial when you're jamming out on a guitar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a quote from like Mozart or Beethoven or someone like that saying like music is actually the silence in between the notes.
Yeah.
Which kind of also means imperfections too.
Yep. Now guys, so they're talking about Prince, right? They're saying that in order to even come close to getting a record deal, you had to be really, 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 really good. You know what I'm saying? Elton John, Joni Mitchell, Stevie Wonder. You couldn't just be high on lean
on that lean.
Right?
Yeah.
Someone says today's new music role models pretty much suck. Facts. Guys, back in the day, you didn't know a lot about the artists, but you knew that they weren't pieces of absolute crap. You know what I'm saying? Some of them were, obviously, but there was people like Stevie Wonder and all them that you wanted to aspire to be, not just as a person, but as a musician. You know what I'm saying? People wanted to play the guitar like Clapton. You wanted to have your garage band sound like the Who, sound like Pink Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no bands out there. There were singers when you wanted to sing like Whitney Houston. You wanted to dance and sing like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would kind of disagree though a little bit on they do still like aspire to be like on lean doing that. I think they still think that they were winning. Like remember those like Island Boys guys? I don't even know if they made music, but people did actually want to like be like them. Like they would trade places with them, which is like how retarded they are. So I'm saying I think some of that comes with the music too. Like music today is just how can I grab your attention?
Yeah.
In 10 years, all these TikTok bullshit, like we're not even going to really be listening to it again. It's not like that was a jam.
Guys, here, talk.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
So like attention is like the new oil. It's like energy oil, basically. And that's where all the money and everything flows. So if they want to get you hooked with something, and oftentimes it can just be something like stupid that's just like distracting, basically. But it's not really like, quality music. Like look at the music we have today. They don't even play an instrument most of the time. And what he was saying about the 10,000 hour things, that 10,000 hours thing back there, the reason they're saying that is, and they have a point to that. That was probably the best point in this whole thing. And this has to do with the quality, because the reason they're saying 10,000 hours is like, from this like book, I think Robert Greene, the guy made 48 Laws of Power and stuff. He's saying basically 10,000 hours is what it takes minimum to start achieving like mastery at something, whether it's piano or instrument, in this case, live performances and CD making albums and making music and all that. That's a huge deal. If you're just a rapper high on lean, you didn't really put in a lot of time. And guess what? There's not really a ton to learn. I guess there is maybe a lot you can learn at rap.
Here's the thing. There are rappers that inspired the next generation of rappers. So you got to keep it in each person's lane. There are those that transcend, like Michael Jackson. He inspired everybody. The Beatles inspired everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like, do you inspire those that come after you? Because this guy says you have people breaking new territory all the time.
Yeah, at a
holding
Diddy
the
party.
bar high.
Oh,
he says that as far as everyone else, I missed it. What happened?
When you were saying that we have people, the new artists, like we have people breaking new territory, and it's like, yeah, at a Diddy party. Oh, they get broken in the back door. That's how they get famous today. Oh,
but it says
you don't grease a palm anymore. You baby oil it. Oh,
look at this guy. Yeah. But Memphis, Lil Wayne, I mean, he was relevant from like 2005 to like what 2016. But when was the last time he put anything out? You know what I'm saying? Like that was worth a damn. So someone says that in other words, today's generation looks at the generation before as how good do I have to be in order to make it? So they're just trying to. So an example is Billie Eilish. You know that she's not even that great. You know,
Nope.
with 13-year-old artists,
her music, but
is studying to be, you know, Shaka Khan, Joni Mitchell, Brian Eno. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing: the major labels are in a feeding frenzy to sign the latest data research stars. So, guys, they have an algorithm that tells them what is good based on clicks, and they want to sign whoever meets that algorithm. That's the problem, too. You know?
That's what I was saying. It's based on like attention grabbing, basically more than long-term quality.
A&R artists and colleagues. The bottom line, as far as maintaining a label's market share, these labels must sign and chase these viral stars popping up off of TikTok, Instagram, or whatever. Virality, data first. Music and songwriting, credibility, and long haul second. Facts. Look at that. And then also, artists today have no accountability and no coaches. This one is huge. The golden era, as an artist, you have to report to someone who can say yes or no. So I'm all for the artistic freedom, and it sounds like an anti-artist, but it's just the opposite. Back then, you had someone holding the bar of expertise for you. So the label would not release funds for your recording if your songs weren't up to snuff. Facts. Absolute facts, guys. Now they just give you free reign to have all this crap.
Yep.
Look, so because of technology and the absence of real funds needed to get in the studio, there's no longer any artist accountability. There's no coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Someone says, let me give you a metaphor. Would an Olympian make it all the way to the gold if they didn't have a great coach? True. Teams of excellence and quality control are gone. That's facts. Because they put so much crap out there, right? And then look, music creations now in the hands of uninspired and or doing it for likes. Yeah. Yep. What were you saying?
Yeah, the in a way though, kind of the music marketplace is like they're okay with it being slop and bad music.
Yeah.
They just listen to new music and 2 weeks later and it goes away forever.
Yeah.
So they you know what I mean? They don't have to be legendary songs or anything to make it popular. It's actually better to probably not even have that because so basically what I'm saying is that the people are mostly still satisfied. They're just satisfied in a different way that's not as good quality.
No, because the general consensus
is that
it sucks. And then there's one of the things about album sales is they used to directly tell you who sucked and who didn't suck.
Mm-hmm.
But now streams, how they count streams, you can click on a stream on accident and that counts as like a plus towards an artist. You guys know how
how that's happened to me.
YouTube, if someone clicks on a like or a dislike, I get credit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's engagement.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So as long as someone clicks on it, as long as it goes viral for good reasons or bad, because remember, virality could be good or bad, right? So they just want the engagement and not the positive.
Right. That's kind of what I was trying to say, though, is that it's still the attention is still there. It's just the longevity of things because people realize it's not quality that will last.
Memphis, I agree with you, bro. But there hasn't been anyone since him. That's what's the thing. You can argue Lil Wayne all you want. To all you guys, Lil Wayne was one of the last good or decent rappers whose music I listened to. I don't really listen to him a lot, but he had some songs that would come on the radio. You know what I'm saying? I listened to him, but past him, I mean, who is there? Once Drake and 2 Chainz and Little Uzi, the Baby Vert, and all these idiots were in there. They're just trash. Migos and they're just garbage, right? Garbage. If there
Memphis,
was
you got to be representing Project Path, North Memphis, North Memphis.
yeah.
Project Pat is actually dope. He's pretty awesome. He's like a Christian now too. He makes like some Christian rap songs, which is kind of cool.
Do you know why they call themselves the 3-6 Mafia?
Because it's 3 6s.
No, well, yeah, but they used to make like horror movie sample based songs.
Yes. They worked for people who are satanic. That's even what Project Pat says.
So this one says, look, music used to be like a religion, right? You were drawn to it. There's magic, mystery, and danger. Yep. If you were a musician, artist, and songwriter, it says you inspired people. Oh, those days are gone, right? Right, guys?
Yep, definitely.
Oh, yeah. And this is a big one. Guys, put a 1 if you agree. This is what they're trying to do to comedy right now. Everyone's trying to do a podcast first and comedy second, blow up on you. But guys, you have to grind on and stand up, or you're cooked.
Yeah.
Why
you
do
have to start from
yeah. Bill Burr and all these guys were grinding in comedy clubs for 10, 12, 15 years before they actually caught a break, because you have to get good at it. Comedy is one of the most direct forms of entertainment where you're going to know if you suck, whether you have a podcast or not, you know? And guys, once again, podcasting is a big problem with comedy today. These guys get decent traction, start a podcast, and start to suck. You know what I'm saying? But today's artists aren't ready for live shows. And they're charging more than ever. They're charging more than ever to go see some idiot high on lean screaming on his own track, falling down on the stage. Why?
Yep.
The weirdest picture that in my mind.
Yeah. Look at that. What a joke. Gonna go to some festival to see Da Baby and Lil Baby and 21 Savage. Why? And you'll get robbed.
Yeah.
Look, today's artists and songwriters just don't know how good music can be. Their level 10 is really level 6. Juice, your camera's on. Turn your camera off and I'll let you up, bro. I don't see you, but your camera is on. So I don't know if you want to turn that off. I'll give you like 10 seconds to turn your camera off. So yeah, guys. Now, let's go to this video here, right? This is from Matty Balls. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Dang it.
Beneficial, especially if you're short on cash or in a pinch. Shout out music is getting shout out to Current for sponsoring this video, and let's continue. Now, it is an objective fact that pop music is getting simplified. For example, melodies in pop music have gotten a lot simpler over time, according to studies. A study looked at the top 5 Billboard songs from 1950 to 2023 and found that both rhythm and pitch became steadily less complex over that period. Conservatively, they have both decreased by 30%.
30%. Oops. And guys, in those top songs are rap songs, hip hop songs, metal songs, rock songs, country songs, right?
This isn't inherently a bad thing, but it's just one of many studies that goes to show that pop music has been getting simpler. A study in 2012 showed that diversity of note combinations has consistently diminished in the last 50 years. Melodies are becoming more and more similar, and songs are relying on a smaller range of timbres than before. And I think the biggest driver of this is the streaming era and record labels. First of all, think about
Tylenol brain.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
TikTok, Tylenol brain.
They're unique.
No, guys, His intro, watch.
I don't know about you guys, but lately music hasn't felt as exciting as it used to. And I think that the numbers back this feeling up too. Billboard had to change their rules to pull songs from the Hot 100 if they've been on there too long, with NPR saying streaming services use algorithms that feed people songs they've already played. And that creates a doom loop that's allowed recent songs to stay on the charts for absurdly long runs.
There you go. See? So how are you supposed to know what's actually good or not, who sucks or doesn't suck, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If this social media, Spotify streaming stuff, and here's the crazy thing. A lot of artists don't even get paid much off their streams. At least you can say you get a certain amount of the sale of the albums. Because why do you think the artist tours so long now? Taylor Swift toured for 2 years. Lady Gaga toured for like 2 years. Justin Timberlake 2 years straight. Because that's the only way that they make money, you know? Because the label gets what little money they make off of streaming. So, yeah.
Me would make sense because hit songs we all collectively enjoy feel few and far between these days. And I think there's a few main reasons for that. Now, I'm not one of those people who's saying that all modern music is bad or anything like that, or that
we are, right? we
definitely are.
Music sucks now, yeah.
They don't make good music anymore. There is a ton of great music coming out every single day. But
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
what I'm saying is it feels like the mainstream music, the most popular upper echelon music, just isn't as fun and collectively enjoyed as it used to be.
I call it cookout music, guys. Music that you can play at the cookout. Everyone knows the words. You know what I'm saying? You play most rap, like popular rap, hip hop, rock, pop songs from the 80s, the 90s, and even the 2000s. People know the words. They know Biggie Smalls, Tupac, Sugar Ray, Britney Spears, Jay-Z. People know the words. But now nobody knows this crap. So
let's do a little experiment.
All the music they make now, AJ, all the music they make now is mall music and like
I wouldn't even say it's mall.
They call it Muzak. There's a real thing called Muzak.
No, guys, most Muzak is still from the 70s, 80s, the 90s, 2000s, right? Now they make it for
Swing My Way. Who knows Swing My Way? Back in the day. Shorty, swing my way.
Yeah, Juice, how do you feel about this whole modern
this is Tony from yesterday, bro. I got you. You guys are doing great, man. Keep going. Yeah. I'll shut up.
But this whole thing, guys, here, let's watch this.
Hot 100 in 2010 and in 2020. In 2010, we have TikTok by Kesha, Hey Soul Sister by Train, California Girls by Katy Perry, Airplanes by B.O.B., Love the Way You Lie, Bad Romance, Dynamite, and many more songs that I'd imagine we all know and enjoy. Pop songs that are fun to dance to, fun to sing along to, fun to play with your friends, and things like that. And then in 2020, we have Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, Circles by Post Malone, The Box by Roddy Ricch, Rockstar by DaBaby, Life is Good, Memories, Say So, and more. I do like The Box, but it just feels like the ones from the 2010s are way more classic. The songs from the 2010s feel like they're more fun, they aged better, and we all enjoyed them more collectively. Let's try again, though, looking at 2015 and 2025. In 2015, we had Uptown Funk, See You Again, Trap Queen, Sugar, Blank Space, Watch Me, The Hills, Can't Feel My Face, Bad Blood. I mean, come on. How is 2025 going to compete? Well, 2025's year-end list isn't out yet, but there hasn't been much change anyway, so let's take a look at 2024, which featured a bar song, Beautiful Things, I Had Some Help, Not Like Us, Espresso, $1 Million Baby, and more. Again, I could be alone in this feeling, but I feel like the songs from 2015 are just miles better.
And there you go, right? There you go. Cookout music versus modern trash. You know what I'm saying? Because who buys this crap? Once again, they're making it for when you do scroll through TikTok. That's all they're making this new music for. That's it. And it's garbage. It just doesn't make any sense. But guys, once again, we aren't the target audience, right? So my nephew, he'll just put on stuff this bubbly, heebity, skibbity, bobbity, hoobity. I'm like, what was that?
And he ain't saying nothing at all.
Yep. But the issue is my issue with rap music and hip hop. Not as much hip hop, but rap. It's the only genre where they disrespect the older artists. Oh man, he old, he's trash. You don't hear you don't hear rock and roll artists calling Jimi Hendrix trash. You don't hear rock and roll artists calling Guns N' Roses trash, but you see these young rappers calling Tupac garbage. You hear them calling Biggie Smalls garbage. It's like, why?
Well.
Why? You know what I'm saying? This doesn't make
What
sense.
There's one thing that I can say, and I don't want to interrupt. At like
You're totally fine. Stop apologizing. You're fine, dude. Just talk.
All right,
You're good, bro. You're good. Yeah.
but you know, I appreciate the platform. Real talk. Like Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, old school music, 93, 92, like old school hip hop. They definitely do have concerts. That's all.
My issue is that they're still alive and doing music, and the way that these young cats talk about them is like how people talk about the Rolling Stones, or they talk about Elvis.
Agreed.
These guys are that old. The Wu-Tang guys are in their like mid-50s or late 50s, bro. Like they're still around. Oh man, they
our age.
This doesn't make any sense. Just disrespectful, and that's why. But I would say rap is anti-culture just like punk music is, except punk is focused on youth, but they respect the older punk bands, Black Flag, you know what I'm saying? The Misfits, all that. But for some reason, but then again, you look at the NBA. The NBA is the only sport where you see a lot of the younger fans disrespect the older players. I don't know if it's a black cultural thing.
I don't know what the commonality would be between those two things.
Culture to it. I think it's just because it's prominently black, but there's this weird thing where we're such a youth-focused culture that we disrespect the old, and it makes no sense, you know? So
well, it does for rap music, kind of, because they're like trying to be, I'm the new up and comer, I'm the new shit. They're the old one. They're weak. You're gonna get on my stuff. That's kind of just what it will always be like.
Yeah. So, oh well.
I mean, what on that list I just named comes even close to Trap Queen? Name one. There's nothing. Those, again, are songs that you can sing with your friends or dance to. It felt like we all as a society collectively enjoyed these songs more. And to me, it just feels like that overarching feeling is gone. And it's hard to describe. Well, I don't think it's just me.
A pretty excellent selection of songs in this top 10. I'm genuinely optimistic about pop music these days.
What the f*** happened? Now, this is completely my opinion, but I feel like, in general, modern popular music, at least these last few years, isn't that exciting anymore. Of course, there are bangers we all like here and there, and the independent, alternative, indie, and underground scenes are full of more talent than ever before, but the mainstream is suffering. And I think there are a few reasons as to why this could be. One reason could be today's terrible
trash.
Everyone wants, but doesn't quite realize they want.
Or too crazy of an intro. And when people are listening to playlists in the background, they don't want super crazy songs. So the focus isn't on giving people reasons to listen to your music, but avoiding giving them reasons to turn it off, which is why a lot of pop songs may feel a little bit more bland or less offensive than they may have in the past. In a similar way, the TikTok era of music has artists hyper-focused on a 10-second clip of their song, usually.
There you go, right? The first 10 seconds. That's what they're all trying to do, is have a song where if you hear 10 seconds of it, that's it.
Yep. Live, laugh, love, ho. That'll be like the best song.
It's absolutely trash.
That's Taylor Swift's new album. Live, laugh, love, ho.
But at least Taylor Swift, but at least she plays her own instruments, though. You know what I'm saying? At least she writes songs and will go in the studio and strum on a guitar and play songs. You know what I'm saying? Most artists now don't even do that. You know what I mean? So here we go.
Why is modern
fair use, by the way,
music so bad? So why is modern music so bad? Hang on, maybe it isn't bad. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just you too. This is a common theme. People of a certain age will say stuff like, modern music, it's just unlistenable, or it's nothing but noise. I have to wonder, when was the first time anyone said this? I know for sure that people said this in the 1960s. How? Because I was there. I enjoyed the music.
Maybe when you got on the mic.
For them.
Say again?
I said maybe when you got on the mic. This dude is fucking horrible.
No. He's British. Hold on.
It was just noise.
All right.
Then people who liked 60s music said that 70s music was just noise. 80s music? Well, I didn't really get it at the time. All those synthesizers mostly played with one finger. And 80s rock? Well, when you have a perfectly good drum kit, why not just replace the whole thing with samples, even live? It's not really quite part of my argument, but I didn't find the sound of 80s music harsh, or it's just noise.
Yes, but you guys remember when Fleetwood Mac made that album that had Tell Me Lies? They went from a total kind of folk rock band to synthesizers. People lost their minds. Guys, the 80s was a big shift because you started seeing more synthesizers and
it was different.
And then
technologically mixed with skill.
So
each had to be important. Where before is maybe just skill.
Yeah.
You need a good sound system and stuff. But
even rock music,
and all
they started using more distortion. You know what I'm saying? You started seeing more metal and speed metal and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I would say the 80s. I would say maybe the 60s and the 80s were the two most.
I think so.
I disagree. I say the 90s too. The 90s too.
Well, I think he meant like in the jump in technology, the 80s was kind
the 70s music,
the highest.
And the 80s music don't sound anything alike.
Agree.
There was metal, punk, and everything in the 90s that started like in the 80s. Yeah, they had grunge, right? But a lot of the pop and all that other stuff and R&B started in the 80s and moved on in the 90s. But there was nothing like rap, hip hop, speed metal in the 70s. There was in the 80s.
Great.
And then the 60s, one word, the Beatles. Once the Beatles came out, like that completely changed music. People really don't realize how influential that the Beatles were.
The Beatles was. They killed it. Real shit.
Yeah.
And they couldn't have made a song like I Wear Sunglasses at Night. That's 80s, and it was more like when they started incorporated that technology more.
Yeah. Or
stuff
even
like that, like beats like that.
But even like the Eurythmics and all
can,
of them.
Can I give the audience a person that does do that? That's Ari at home. Ari at home.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Guys,
New York.
And any musical recommendations, guys, drop them in the chat. In the chat for people. Because we find as good
Coast Contra.
Yeah.
Didn't like 80s music then, but I do now. Let me lump the 1990s and 2000s together, when musical arrangements were basically wall-to-wall or speaker-to-speaker distorted guitars. And quickly coming up to date, it's just distorted everything behind the vocal. Come on, apart from the vocal, it really is just noise.
That's true.
But I'll go back to
even the vocal is distorted nowadays. That's the craziest part. All this auto-tune and all this foolishness. Oh, we have a couple super chats. Blacks Jeremy says, even going to the movies suck now. He hasn't been in movies since Bad Boys. And other than that, there was the cough facts. Yep. Absolute facts. And then he says, didn't actually hear the 70s and 80s, even the 90s had the best music. That I would say too. I would say about 78 to about 2001. You know what I'm saying? We had a good run. And now it's just absolute trash.
Word.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Yeah, absolute trash. You know, I would say the 2012 around then they were holding on, but now it's just absolute garbage.
what I said earlier.
Word.
At a certain age. It is an age thing, definitely. The average music lover, and that includes just about everyone, is exposed to the currently popular musical styles in their so-called formative years. I'm using that expression flexibly to mean up to around 20. After that, everything new becomes just noise. I'll ask you to ask yourself a question. Think of your favorite music, anything from pop to rock, punk to classical. When were you first exposed to it? Probably under the age of 20. But there may be stuff you like that you heard more recently.
Already.
You love it, really love it. Or does it just remind you of music you first heard when you were young? Now, I'm not going to begrudge young people their current choice of music. If they like it, they like it. They do seem to be buying it, or at least streaming it.
That's true.
No less than in the good old days.
Well, I would say this, though, right? We were a lot more open to older music than the new kids are now. You know what I'm saying?
This is how we do it.
No, but like growing up, my dad had like Stevie Wonder.
You would listen to like barbershop music and
he had like Ike and Tina Turner. He had stuff from like the 60s and the 70s that I would listen to, right? Now, these kids nowadays, they won't listen to anything older at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't think that we knew so much more than the people who came before us. And did you also see what this guy said about people having long careers? The reason why we listen to Stevie Wonder, who's been making music since the 60s, is because guess what? He was still making albums when we were growing up. So from the 60s all the way until the 90s, until now, he's still making music. You don't see these artists having 20, 30, 40, 50-year-long careers. Guys, the Rolling Stones were around when Jesus rose from the dead. And they're still touring to this day.
Yep.
They're still touring. They've been touring for like 60, 70 years.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You will not see any of these people that are popular now still making music and being popular
a decade
in 20
afterwards.
years, 30 years. That's why I give New Kids on the Block credit. They're still touring to this day.
Yo, New Kids on the Block was dope back in the day. If y'all real know. I'll shut up.
Everyone have the lunchbox and the friggin' thermos and all that back in elementary school, but they still tour. All of them, they're healthy, they aren't strung out on drugs, and they do like one tour every now and then, do little dances, get paid, probably bang some group.
Can I say something else?
Yeah, but just
rock steady.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, when you cut in, just cut in organically, because if you keep saying that, it ruins the flow of the show. So don't say, "Hey, can I?" whatever, or everything comes to a halt.
Got
so
you.
See how like snowboard.
Got you. Smooth.
Yeah. So watch how snowboard is in, or whatever. We all just kind of cut in when we can. So
yeah,
that would be the good old days when one.
Unless I call a girl a hoe. Oh.
And then it's a free for all.
10 great or more. So they seem to like this just noise.
Yeah.
Just like I did back in the 1960s. I'm going to change tack a little bit now to explore why modern music is just noise to my older ears, and perhaps your older ears too.
Trash.
I have 2 examples.
Here we go.
2 tracks I've been listening to lately. I have to say that despite this being a review of the tracks and they're 2, then I'll have to mute the music. But I'll put links down in the description box. And you can, of course, search for it yourself on your favorites. Here's Eggs of White in England.
And movie reviewers manage to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like they can review music and movies and not get copyright strikes. You know what I'm saying? It's very, 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 very interesting how they can get around the YouTube thing. Now, guys, this is another thing that I want to talk to you guys about. Guys, the Grammys, right? That's how you know music sucks, because the Grammys viewership is an absolute toilet. Nobody cares about award shows. No one cares about the Grammys. No one cares about the Oscars. No one cares about the Emmys. MTV is cooked. No Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Can I correct?
Sure. If you can make a case. I mean.
Absolutely. The case is that nobody cares. The case is that nobody cares because you're not going to drive your force of manipulation. And when I say manipulation, I mean money. You're not going to drive your money towards us. So your money is dead. Case closed.
Here is the Grammy viewership. Hold on. This is the. Look at this chart right here. Click on it. Where are we? There's been. Where's this stupid thing here? Sorry, guys. This is not loading. Yeah, guys. The Grammys are totally cooked, right? Totally cooked, and all we can do is laugh because they brought this on themselves. Here is 2000 to 2025. Here we go. Oh, man. All these are behind a paywall. Hold on. TV Grammy Awards. Let's see.
Yo, that shit look like... Let me close it.
I still can't get this. Hold on, guys. Guys, be patient here. Either way, it's cooked, guys. And no one's coming back either. You know what I'm saying? Guys, people don't care about these celebrities. They don't care about let's see. Hold on. Let me try this. This is a graphic that I can show. Hold on. Instagram. Here you go. Look at this. In 2010, 25.8 million people watched. Now it's all the way down to 15.4 million.
I can tell you a reason.
Look at that.
That's a reason is because who wants those legs? I'll shut up. Bye.
But yeah, guys. So no one cares. No one cares. These celebrities suck. The music sucks. No one cares, right? Because let's check this out. Fair use, by the way.
What happened on 26. So like we said weeks and weeks ago that the Grammys of 2026, it was indeed going to be politically driven, and that's exactly what happened on stage with a handful of celebrities, very recognizable figures like Billie Eilish, Bad Bunny, and so many more out there that decided to use this award show as a platform to spew anti-ICE rants and tirades and, it's just saying actual comments out there that wanted to create viral moments, and in turn they got those viral moments, but it actually caused a lot of backlash toward those celebrities. And in turn, CBS is now wondering why the ratings drop, why the ratings disaster, why did so many people tune out at specific points in that award show? Well, it was all due to the fact that people are just tired of politically driven nonsense in award shows, like in this case with the Grammys, or what happened, of course, with the Grammys last year as well. Let's not forget about that. But also what looms for the 2026 Oscars. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. So you have a lot of media personalities out there, like the host of The View, for example, in this case, Sunny Whoopi and Joy, defending Billie Eilish, Bad Bunny, and CBS to no end over the recent.
Just take your award and go home. What a joke.
Ratings drop for the Grammys of 2026, and exactly what's going on here after what Bad Bunny said, after what Billie Eilish said, and how a handful of celebrities, dozens of celebrities, were wearing Ice Out pins on their attire.
Ridiculous.
And what's interesting about this, though, is that you have Sunny Whoopi and Joy now defending them to no end and are really trying to justify as to why the Grammys actually were dealing with the ratings disaster, and they're trying to kind of flip the overall narrative. So let's get,
of course, it's all of us evil
into that.
conservatives.
Now, interestingly enough,
What a
with the
joke.
release of over 3 million Epstein files by the DOJ, now causing many Hollywood celebrities to panic, one significant development that is now active involves more to do with the hosts of The View, who recently got very angry, upset, and defensive
Because they're all in the files, guys. Everyone from The View is in the files. They're like, you release the files. And then all of a sudden, they were in the files. Oops. Oops. What a joke.
Trump as a must-watch. The new Melania has opened with around $7 million at the US box office, the strongest documentary debut in at least the last 10 years. It's also reportedly the most expensive documentary ever made, with a huge spend on rights and marketing. And even though audiences seem to like it, critics have absolutely panned it. Were we really expecting anything else? Joining me now is Sky News contributor Kosha Garda. Kosha, great to have you on the program. Should we read this as genuine interest in Melania, or is it just political tribalism?
Great question, James. I think it is a little bit of both. There is definitely tribalism because the whole MAGA set knows how much the left and the entertainment industry, and specifically the fashion industry, has snubbed Melania. And it's so funny, given that she is a straight cutout of a first lady and came from the fashion industry. But I also think there is genuine interest because she is a little bit of an enigma.
Guys, get yourself a Melania and not a Big Mike, right, Pyro? Isn't it funny that Melania keeps her mouth shut, flies the private jet, has the servants, and she just keeps her mouth shut?
Exactly.
But Big Mike can't keep her mouth shut.
She just keeps talking. Like Big Mike just keeps running her mouth every single time, embarrassing her husband.
Ridiculous.
Very private, doesn't seem to want to thrust herself into the forefront the way other recent first ladies have. She's absolutely gorgeous, so she's very intriguing to look at, and her background and growing up in communist Europe, Eastern Europe, and how she came to the US and all of that stuff. So while that wasn't the focus of this documentary, we don't know that much about her really. And I think that was definitely part of it as well. So I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, the documentary focuses on the 20 days in the lead up to Trump's inauguration for his second term. Amazon has spent $75 million on this documentary.
I also think put out actually versus the elites. And
well, if you to sue author Michael Wolff and even the Epstein estate,
in there that boring and you know, the narrative drive the news cycles. Maybe you get some settlements here and there that don't prove guilt in a criminal sense, but do sort of embarrass people that have been at his throat for the better part of the last decade. And that's probably what this is about.
All right, let's finish with the Grammys because we need to talk about it. I talked about it earlier, but there's so much to talk about in it. Bad Bunny's picked up a Grammy and he's used a moment to call ICE out. Take a look.
Before I said, I'm going to say ICE out.
It's political. Are we surprised?
As surprised as I was when the sun rose in the east this morning, James. They're so predictable, so boring, and you know that's what you get, and that's probably why their ratings are down, and nobody's really paying attention to what they're saying.
Trash.
Indeed. Kosha Garda, always great to discuss US news with you.
Now guys, look at this. This is from Google. Why is modern music so bad? Modern music is often perceived as worse due to industry homogenization, a reliance on formulaic, algorithm-driven production, and the oversaturation of an easily produced digital content that reduces the need for traditional musicianship. There you go. Right? That sums it up right there. Increased data-driven focus on virality, i.e. TikTok encourages short, repetitive, and intensely compressed audio, reducing musical diversity and dynamic range. Look at that, guys. Lower barriers to entry mean anyone can produce music that's on a laptop, leading to an oversaturation of amateur music. Digital audio workstations and auto-tune make production faster, but create sterile, formulaic sound. Record labels now prioritize data, TikTok, and virality over streaming popularity, over long-term artist development.
You know what? When I saw the beginning of the end, I remember when in the late 2000s, what culminated in the early 2010s. I remember Rihanna had her first like 6 or 7 albums came out like every year and a half. She had a new album, and she would be on tour from her last album when her new album came out. And then I remember in 2011, 2012 was when I first started hearing people say, listening to songs from artists and not entire albums.
That's true.
2011, 2012 were when, some of the young people they're like, I'm like, who's your favorite artist? And I remember this one girl was like, oh yeah, August Burns Red. I'm like, okay. What give me an album. She's like, album, what are you talking about? I can give you some songs. I said, wait a minute, they're your favorite artist and you can't give me an album name? She's like, no. I'm like, oh, we're cooked.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. Guys, modern music just sucks, man. You look at, hold on, there was a video about when they tried to have women take over there's one where it was talking about, oh, here it is.
Rap ever since I saw Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Kim. But as time has gone,
fair use, by the way, fair use.
On, I've noticed that the genre that I initially cared for, and probably the genre that you initially cared for, has turned into a thing of just algorithm, where the music itself no longer really holds our attention, and instead we are enamored with drama, storylines, narratives, fashion, looks. Everybody is cunty, but the music itself, well,
trash.
We'll discuss how the attention economy has stripped hip-hop overall, but specifically female rap, of its meaning. If you're interested in anything I just said, please feel free to go ahead and like this video, and also please feel free to subscribe to my channel.
Garbage.
Female rap doesn't begin in the 90s or even the late 80s. Its roots run all the way back to hip-hop's earliest days in the Bronx. The first woman to ever hold the title MC was MC Sharrock, a member of the Funky 4+1. She performed on Saturday Night Live in 1981, the first time rap ever appeared on national TV. MC Sharrock broke gender barriers simply by existing in a male-dominated genre, therefore proving that women were just as talented.
And there you go, guys. She's trying to say that there was some barriers. No. I mean, most women don't want to be rappers. Well, back then, they didn't. Rapping's more of like a masculine thing, and singing's more of like a woman thing, So
as their male counterparts. She helped lay the foundation for
and also
achieve and what.
It's like why there's so many male blues singers.
Yeah.
And not a lot of, like, the blues, it's about singing about life struggles. You know what I'm saying? Rap was the same way. Like, you're sitting there, going through struggles as a man, expectations, stuff like that, and you rap about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, women, it'd be like asking, like a guy goes into breakup songs like Taylor Swift and Adele, and he's breaking down barriers and the freaking breakup song genre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, but look at how many poets and stuff came out of World War I, and all these tragedies, all these artists and poets who took what the tragedy and the trauma from that and made that into powerful art. Mm-hmm. I really think that's a masculine male thing.
Yeah, the goal is for like women to not have to go through what they started rapping about, or not having to sing the blues. Like women are supposed to be protected from that. Yeah. They'll go through heartbreak, so they can always sing about love and heartbreak and R&B and stuff. But like, really?
Yeah.
Rap?
A female rapper was. The early 80s were extremely important for female rap. This was the pioneer era. The group The Sequence, which featured the late Angie Stone, were among the first female rap groups to sign to a major label, Sugar Hill Records. Their 1980 single, Funk You Up, was the third rap record ever to chart on Billboard. Then came the first solo woman to break through commercially, Roxanne Shante.
Blah, blah, blah.
According
Now,
to
guys,
Donald Trump's stupid fascism, it also changed who was at the center of hip hop. According to Spotify, the New York Times, Genius, and Joe Budden himself, all of female rap. But I would argue it's more
2020
complex.
is now the deadliest year in U.S.
Now,
history.
It's 2016.
2020, yeah. 2020 was the year of the female rapper. Number 1, Say So, Doja Cat featuring Nicki Minaj. Number 2.
That's because everyone was stuck inside and bored, right? So they needed to see the most outrageous stuff possible, and that was because of the cough. And then social media inflated these numbers and made people actually think that it was more popular than it was.
And also they've had to learn a harsh lesson that views on YouTube and freaking media appearances,
and TikTok.
Yeah, do not equate to album sales and concert tickets.
Yep. It's true.
Stallion featuring Beyonce. 4 Black women for the first time in history held the top 2 spots. Female rap became impossible to ignore. Not because one female rapper succeeded, but because many did. 2020 was dynamic not only because
they were fighting each other the whole time, right, guys? They were fighting each other the entire time. All it was
I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch!
Say So, but because of the ascendance of WAP, which was dropped later that summer. A record-breaking, culture-defining anthem that followed in the footsteps of Anaconda and dominated the charts and social media. For decades, hip-hop was a male-dominated genre that allowed only one queen to peak at a time. By 2020, labels were actively competing to sign women. Rico Nasty,
and we all see how that worked out.
Raps
you guys just see this? This is like how Hollywood and video games were. Let's put a whole bunch of chicks out front. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, you know. And now hip hop's cooked.
And AJ, ultimately, whatever women do, it always boils down to. It always gets down to shaking ass, sex, looks.
Mm-hmm.
It always starts like, oh yeah, we're gonna look at the WNBA and the whole Angel Reese thing. The freaking WNBA spent, first off, it's a bunch of gargoyles. But second off, these gargoyles were trying to say, oh yeah, we want to keep regular uniforms, and we're gonna be based upon our merit. And then Angel Reese comes in, and is wearing next to nothing on the Victoria's Secret runway. What's going on here?
This was 5 months ago. No rap songs on the Billboard's Hot 100's top 40 for the first time since 1990. Look at that. This is what female rap being undeniable has done. And guys, put a 1 if you agree that that female rap is just like female comedy, where all they talk about is sex and nudity and all this other stuff. They're not funny. You know what I'm saying? Female comics suck in general, unless they're lesbians or butch chicks. Then they're kind of funny, but then they're just acting like dudes. Guys, Roseanne Barr's old comedy was funny. It was. But once again, she looks like a lesbian, So.
That's the thing. So that Leonardo Joni, like, oh yeah, she's all sorts of ists and phobes, but you know what? At least her comedy is about anything but her vag, and her slutty dating life. Rarely is there a female comedian that can go more than 30 minutes of saying jokes without talking about her vag, being a whore. What else?
Or having sex with somebody.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Stallion, and more were all on major labels, each with distinct sounds, aesthetics, and audiences. The streaming era allowed for success to be democratized. In the past, it
Yellow's
is a
at.
crop of female rappers are following tradition. Every tweet, every post, every chart milestone, every tour number acts as a bragging right on behalf of our favorite female rappers. 228K first week sales this, highest grossing tour this. Some may believe that
Yeah, I
this
gotta
is
go,
very
guys.
disturbing, but I would
Alright, my friend.
argue it's actually
I was
defiant
just talking to you,
in the
Pyro.
industry that doubted female rap's commercial album sales. There's this arbitrary number that hip hop media as well as stands have come up with. In order for any artist in hip hop to be considered successful,
There you
they
go.
must sell more than 100K. On female rap Twitter, it's
Now the whole album sales thing is outdated. Please, guys, what a joke.
Content stream.
You see, guys? You see? She wants this person saying that the standard isn't good. Well, didn't they say that it was a male-dominated industry? All the men had to sell 100,000 records, but the moment women don't do it, all of a sudden it's an arbitrary number and it needs to go. You see how that works? How are you going to say that they're dominating the game or they're redefining the game, but then you want to change the rules? That doesn't make any sense. Guys, hit the like button, guys. Are we at 100 likes yet? Hold on. We're at 74 likes, guys. Hit the like button, please. I know this is a out of left field topic, but let's hit. Whoops. Hold on. Oh, let's delete that. That's. Hold on. Whoops. Memphis, I didn't mean to remove your comment, bro. I did. I was trying to do mine. Sorry, bro. You're all good. So sorry about that. There you go.
And likes, often sacrificing their own artistry. It has mastered that.
Now, here's the thing about Ice Spice. If Ice Spice just did social media, but don't try and make music. Don't try and make albums. Trash.
Has mastered that. Her songs are short, catchy, and filled with one-liners, precisely designed for the algorithm. Her first viral moment came with Erica Banks' Busted Challenge in 2020. Then came Munch, which exploded not through traditional radio, but through TikTok trends, tweets, and Instagram reels. This, alongside her dynamic curly orange hair, the Bronx
What is going on here, guys? What is going on?
accent and the laid-back demeanor added to her virality. After that, Ice Spice wasn't just a meme, she became a mainstream figure. Her trajectory taught labels that virality could replace
I gotta say, one of the best parts about Ice Spice is all the downfall of Ice Spice videos.
I know, yeah, guys. I've watched every single one of them, and it's hilarious. And guys, here's the thing: Ice Spice should have known that this couldn't lasted forever, and she just should have got her money and just left.
Yeah, got her money and then started OnlyFans.
Hold on.
Rappers, labels just looked for whatever was viral. But at some point, the algorithm caught up with Ice Spice because her music wasn't evolving. She wasn't growing as an artist. And the individuals that initially liked her because of her authenticity now critiqued her because of the flaccidness of her music. Some of the same attributes that initially got her famous, the fact that she was always twerking, the fact that she was relying heavily on her pretty privilege. And because her music wasn't as substantive as other female rappers, were now being utilized as critiques against her.
There you go.
With her recent release of Y2K, we saw that she wasn't able to garner the same attention as she initially had within her career, because at some point the act got redundant. There wasn't any artistic expression
because that's how a lot of chicks are. Oh yeah, guys, how long do you guys think before Ice Spice is on OF? Another year and a half, I think.
She tried to be a live streamer. That didn't work.
Bro, showing how fragile this over-reliance on the algorithm is. Prior to Am I the Drama, Cardi B was being lambasted for the fact that she hadn't dropped a secondary project in almost a decade. A lot of the music that she was dropping was not sticking on the charts. So people started getting hesitant, and her team as well. Therefore, her Am I the Drama rollout was engineered chaos. Non-stop stories, disses, and public feuds to dominate the feast with JT and Bia.
This is the thing. Willing to do. Guys, I'm telling you, if you make any content, guys, do not try and cater to an all-black audience. Black people are the most fickle, unreliable,
self-destructive
people. Yeah, we're the only group of people who try and tear our celebrities down. Why is it that the Rolling Stones have been touring since the War of 1812 and white people still go and see them? But then any black artist doesn't make an album in like a year. Oh, he fell off. As I would never, ever cater to an all-black audience. No way. The first thing that they're trying to do is tear you down.
Any and everything to not be
like
labeled.
YouTube, guys. If you're black and you want to start a YouTube channel, do everything you can to not be labeled a black YouTube channel because you're fucked.
Yeah. It's true.
Highs or flops. That's the curse of the algorithm. Cardi didn't care if the attention was negative, it was engagement. The initial projections for her project were around 125 to 135K. But Cardi B understood something, that the more intention and the more engagement that she had, the more her records would sell. Now, I would still argue that if Cardi B dropped her project in 2020, she would probably have sold more, but 199K isn't terrible, as it beats our arbitrary number of 100K.
Arbitrary number.
Labels, media, and the women themselves have turned everything into data. I call this the ESPNification of female rap. Every chart milestone, every award, every first week number just feels very empty. We are now forced to focus primarily on every award that is given, every first week sale, every chart milestone, every brand endorsement is turned into a talking point. Now, I don't want to only be nihilistic. The algorithm system does have benefits. It allows for both superstars like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and smaller artists like Flo Milli and Mona to thrive. Stan culture and the algorithm, it provides you direct access to a lot of amazing music, and it puts you on to a lot of unknown female rappers. Social media allows artists to
blah 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 blah. Because that pretty much sums up, the reasons why music is absolute trash now, guys. No one cares. Okay, music is trash.
Rap is still a male-dominated genre. Men rap about the problems. Women want to bang rappers, dude. Like, and there's just no place for. Well, just how can I put this here? Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Rap's just trash, dude. And that was the most popular genre of music for a long time.
Yep. Guys, here you go. Let's switch gears here, guys. It's depressing. Guys, if you haven't joined the Discord yet, guys, share, email me. You guys are in there. Share some music you guys like, because we need as much good music as possible, Guys, let's switch gears here, guys. Guys, I will be live tomorrow. Guys, we'll talk about all the stupid stuff that women spend money on. Guys, wait till you see some of the stuff that I'm going to show you tomorrow. Some of these goofy handbags, it's absolutely insane. Guys, hit the like button, please. We're almost at 100 likes. Guys, let's do this real fast, and then we will log off. Hold on.
That's the sound of the police.
Here we go.
On September 27, 2024, officers were conducting a traffic stop when the individual's mother arrived on the scene, causing a disturbance.
Yeah. I got to drop off. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Wait, the B-dub, wait. Who hit who?
You just got surrounded first. We were not. Get out the street. He just told me to sit right here. Okay, that's me nice. It's your house.
That's not a brake light, ma'am. That's not a brake light.
What's out? A brake light. So who's the sergeant? Who's the sergeant? So all of y'all now, what sergeant show? I know she asked for a sergeant. I know for a fact. Get in the car. I know she asked for a sergeant because I was on the phone. So which of y'all didn't give a sergeant?
You did not.
I was on the phone on the street. Was you talking to her? Oh yeah, you need to get out of the road for you get in trouble too.
Okay, we will get you a supervisor if you go wait inside your vehicle.
I'll wait right here. Okay, I'm in the saddle.
Will you do me a huge favor? Will you do me a huge favor? Yes. Just stay away from your door. Either get in or stay away just because I don't want cars coming up. Okay.
Yeah, so what else is there? Okay. Come on, tell me what happened. Tell me what happened. I know that she pulled over because of her. We're not at your apartment. You was though, because I seen you in that black car. And we're not. I'm not here to argue. We're gonna get we're gonna get our apartment. We're gonna get our apartment. But we're gonna get our sergeant. You can answer. I'm not yelling. I'm talking. There's cars coming out.
What a mess.
See right out your apartment. Man, you don't own that. That's private property. Right. Get an apartment. That's not your house. Get an apartment. An apartment. Right. We weren't in your apartment. We were in the complex that does not belong to you. Did you have something to do? It doesn't belong to you. It's not yours, man. How many police officers did it take to pull somebody up?
We're all right together with detectives.
Oh, you ride D like that?
Yes, we do.
No, absolutely not. So you ride with them everywhere you go?
I'm in the back car by myself.
Okay, so you can pull him up?
What is this chick talking about? Here, guys. Here.
By yourself?
I wasn't out here.
All right, this one's taking a while. Here you go, guys. Here we go. Here you go. Let's do this one, guys. Hold on.
If you like arrest content, be sure to subscribe so to miss out on future videos. On May 2nd, 2024, officers responded to a call in reference to a verbal altercation in a hotel lobby.
Hello.
All right.
I just want to trespass this girl.
This has to be in Miami.
How's it going? I'm Officer Tavernini. I'm with the Panama City Beach Police Department. It's my understanding that the property wants you to leave, so I need to make sure you need to leave. Do you have all your belongings?
I will take an Uber. No, girl.
Okay, well, you can't be waiting out in the lobby, so you can wait for an Uber on the sidewalk. They just don't want you on their property anymore. You got all your items, though? Yeah. All right.
There's a thread called Movies, Music, and Media in the Discord, guys. So, guys, all she has to do is leave.
That means right now. Ma'am.
I hear you. I'm getting the Uber. I need the
You need to walk out. You need to walk out to the
but
sidewalk.
I still need the correct location.
Okay, we can do that and talk at the same time.
But we can't do that when I'm outside.
Yes, we can. Because
I need the correct.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to ask you one more time. You need to
Let's
walk out to
go.
the sidewalk, or I'm going to place you in handcuffs for trespass after warning. Do you understand? This is your last and your final warning. All the way out to the sidewalk, depart the property. If you come back,
get
you go
out.
to jail.
All you got to do is leave.
It can be garbage at this point. Do you want your water? Well, we need to go to the sidewalk, ma'am, as directed.
I can hurt you, bro.
You're going to go to jail for disorderly conduct.
Let me get my water.
Walk to the street. You're about to go to jail.
Go.
All right, hands behind your back.
It's time. Go.
I'm going to work the fucking street. Bro, I'm going to work the fucking street. Why, dog?
I'm going to praise you.
Let's go.
Hands behind your fucking back.
Serious dogs. Are you fucking serious dogs? Like, what the fuck?
All right. Hand behind your back or I'm going to tase you. Last warning. Last warning. I will tase you.
Let's go.
Last warning.
I'm not doing nothing.
Hands behind your back right now. Hands behind your back. Put your fucking
tase me.
No taser deployment. No taser. Hands behind your back. Hey, just put your hands. I'm gonna get my taser away.
I didn't do.
Hold on.
Bro. Why am I
Ma'am.
Bitch, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, see?
The fuck up. Don't fucking call.
Yeah, see how she just turned that off? You see that? Yeah, thank you, Keyshawn. Crocodile tears. Come
Call
on.
me that. Don't fucking call me that shit.
You're going to jail for disorderly conduct, resisting arrest.
Don't fucking call me that, bro. Resisting what? Resisting what?
Arrest.
Resisting what? Resisting what? Resisting what?
Stop. Stop.
I was like, what? I didn't resist anything. I was
talk in a second.
please just
What a
don't
mess.
piss me off.
Man, we need you to calm down. Chill out.
Bro, you called me a fucking cunt. You called me a fucking cunt. I don't fucking want me to chill out. Why you call me a cunt? Bro, is your shit on?
Oh, yeah. Man,
Is your shit on? What's your name? No, Officer Melrose. He called me a fucking cunt. You got my shirt off when it didn't need to be off.
Well, guys, if it walks and talks and acts like.
It didn't need to be
Okay, I need you to calm down for a second. You need to sit in the back of the car.
Oh my God.
Did you double lock it? No. Man, we're going to make so the cops aren't tighter. Are you going to chill out?
25 damage, I'm also 10-6.
You didn't need my shirt off.
You were actively resisting it came off.
It wasn't. Bro, he didn't let me get across.
Shut
I
up.
was walking with my suitcase.
I can't talk to you for yelling.
Just let her.
Just let me get an Uber.
Give me a couple minutes. We'll talk to you, okay? Just sit in the AC. We're going to talk to you in a second.
Just let me get an Uber because I don't
want this to get caught in the door, okay? Put your feet in real quick, man. We're going to talk. I promise.
I'm not trying to be arrested for
It was. Ma'am, as quick as those cuffs went on, they would come off, okay? Just give it a second. What the hell happened?
I'm the AGM here.
Okay.
I just missed half of it. I mean, I've seen that part.
You know, she was enjoying every single second of this. Right, guys? Because he's probably talking mess to the manager, and the manager's like, yes, she's going to jail.
We didn't get her name because she was
I don't advise.
desk.
She's 10-15.
Can we have her trespass, please?
Trespass, disorderly, and resisting without.
We don't want her back. And
Well,
what was her
she's
name?
going to jail. We'll figure that out in a second, man.
Okay,
This
gotcha.
whole thing.
Gotcha. She just couldn't remember her name, so.
Was that her car?
Well, she was walking the street to get an Uber and then refused to walk.
Did you pop one?
No.
Okay.
That's why I said no. I never was going to taser. I was getting ready to.
I said taser out, but.
Okay, listen to me. Take a deep breath. Listen to me. Now listen to me. Good. I'm going to get out. I got that. It's my turn to talk. You're going to get out. I'm going to search you. We're not going to act a fool. Okay?
Will I be able to leave?
No, you're not going to. You're arrested.
Police stole my shit already.
Okay,
I didn't have any clothes. I was homeless and my bras went stolen. They told me they was going to do a report. They never did a fucking report when I got my shit stolen by y'all already.
Okay.
I've been arrested once.
Okay.
This is bro. I was getting off. This dude didn't give me a chance to get off. He pulled me to the fucking door and he called me a this ain't fair.
Okay, listen.
I was getting off and the sidewalk there. I
Okay.
was already getting out.
Okay, listen.
He had a fit
Listen
with
to me.
I
Listen.
shouldn't be arrested because of him.
Listen to
Because of
me.
what he said.
I
What
need
he
you.
said.
Listen to me. I need you to calm down right
I
now.
can't calm down because I'm fucking going to jail.
Okay.
Jail. I don't want to go to jail.
Okay.
I came here to better myself. Literally, I hate fucking doing this. I hate doing this.
Well, the way you're acting right now is not going to help. Listen, I want to listen to you. Listen, not you. What's her name? We know her name. What's your name? Jada. How old are you?
19.
Jada, you're 19
She's 19, guys. Look at that.
years old, right?
Just
First, we're not Panama City. We're Panama City Beach. No, ma'am. It's not the same.
Kinds of people.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, if it's a
I mean,
group of y'all that stole my stuff.
Would you like for me to say the same thing? Would you like for me to say the same thing? No, you would not. So please don't do that to us. All right. Come on. I'm gonna check you first, and then we'll put your jacket over you.
I don't get a.
Where are you coming in from?
What a mess.
I have to check.
Let me see. Let's go.
Scoot over just a little bit so I can.
Yeah. So I need to bounce more. There's
Jada.
nothing there. There's fucking nothing there.
You do realize
there's nothing there.
You
There's
acting a fool like there is not
there.
helping any,
There's
right? You
nothing
know that, right?
Check, please.
Okay.
Please check. You got my body. I'm arrested.
All charges. She was sentenced to 12 months of probation, passing and disorderly conduct. She pled paraphernalia.
Oh, she had drugs on her. All you had to do is leave. That's all you had to do. But no. Now look at where you are. You guys,
In the end,
this won't be her
19-year-old
last time.
Jada was charged
There.
with 2 counts of possession of paraphernalia, resisting an officer without violence, trespassing, and disorderly conduct. She pled no contest and was adjudicated guilty on all charges. She was sentenced to 12 months of probation. She was also ordered to complete a substance abuse awareness course and pay $450 in costs and fines.
Dumbass.
9 months after this arrest, she got her act together and was charged and found guilty of prostitution and possession of paraphernalia. If you like-
All right, you guys. I'll be live tomorrow at 5. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.